DCFilmGirl.com. I love how you have the purple like vibe going on, the purple background, the flowers, the
I didn't even plan it.
Oh my God, you look amazing.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations on season 2. I loved every single episode. I love how Mavis is someone who just makes other people feel good about themselves and bring that confidence, especially after a bad breakup or a career crisis, which like all of us women have had.
Yeah.
Who are those people in your life that uplift you and make you feel good about yourself?
Oh my goodness. Well, I love my husband, and I know that's rare because we've been together 16 years and we met
Oh
through a
my
one-night
God.
stand, which is why I'm just like, open, your mind, your spirit, your heart, and your legs to love, because you never know where you're gonna find it. But I actually wrote those characters after people in my life. So there is someone that is like a Marley, and there is someone that's like a Khalil. And I've known the Khalil character since 7th grade. And I've known the Marley character since 2001. And so it's really funny how like these people kind of shape your lives and we go through it together. But yeah, lean on your friends because they know you better than anyone.
Yeah, I love that. I love that this is like a literal representation of your life in a fictional way, but very,
Yeah.
very true. Oh, I also have to say, I love the line where you're like, we got to be Denzel Washington in every movie. We got to land that plane coked out. We got to stop that train. I died over that.
I mean, now I'm like, we got to be the mean guy in the Gladiator. We got to be Othello on Broadway. He don't stop.
He does
He
not
don't stop. It's
I
him and
love
Beyonce
that.
with the good knees doing it.
Yes, it's so good. I also loved how season 2 began in Rome, and I'm curious if you were always wanting to have Mavis go from New York City to Rome when you were writing the series from the get-go.
I mean, it just made the most sense. The answer is like probably no, because we were just like, you just kind of like tell yourself, we can't afford that. We can't afford that. But I remember my friend Phoebe Robinson a long time ago when I was writing my book, when I started writing the book Survival of the Thickest, and I was having a hard time with it. She gave me a piece of advice that she heard. She didn't like make this up, but she heard it. Write like everyone you know is dead. And I'm like, okay. So it's just like, be free about it. So I was like, I'm going to write this episode as if we have all the money in the world to make dreams come true. And thank you, Netflix. Thank you, A24. Thank you, everybody that like, shout out to Willie Freeman, my line producer, who did the budget. We didn't have no avocados, but we went to Rome.
I love that. So, so fun. Honestly, this show kind of reminds me of one of my favorite shows of all time, which is Sex and the City.
Ooh!
Mavis is a very, like, I'm curious if Mavis and Carrie Bradshaw were to ever sit down and meet or have coffee in New York City. What do you think the two of them would talk about?
My God, it's got to be Carrie. It's got to be Mavis. It's got to be Emily.
Yes.
We all got to get together and talk about how amazing our lives are in a diner.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that they would all get along.
I think they get along. I think, I think they'd become fast friends. And I think the main thing they would talk about is wild stories like sexcapades. And then also like how amazing their friendship group is, how they keep their fashion tight. And then also, how they listen to themselves and not everybody else. They follow their voice, their instinct, their intuition, because people would love to see a woman doubt herself. But you know what? We're not doing that. We don't have time for that today or tomorrow.
Right, last question. I do love in the finale how Mavis kind of schools the designer in a way. It was actually really emotionally like well done. Kind of take me back to Set That Day and how the idea of like showing that home video got into your brain, because that was easily one of the best parts of the show.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, this was like a proper collaboration with our team of writers, our awesome team of writers, because there's a parallel because something like that actually happened to me during Fashion Week, where I was invited and they didn't have my sizes and I was meant to wear their stuff. And the bigger conversation is just like, why would you do this? And then the bigger conversation out of that is just like, oh, because that's what they've been taught, that, we are lucky to be there, but they have to like kind of, follow suit in order to be successful. And so we were like, how do we... if we were to corner somebody in a room, which isn't entirely like legal, like how would we show them? Do you know what I mean? And so, yeah, that's a great thing about a writer's room and everybody's like collective experience and like what they would like to see. So thank you for that.
It was such a good finale.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, they are giving me the wrap. It was so nice to chat with you, Michelle, and I'm so excited for fans and audiences to see Survival of the Thickest season 2. Absolutely incredible show, and I hope you know how much it means to a lot of people.
I do now, bitch.
You're doing good, girlfriend. You're doing good.
Thank you so much.
Peppermint, you're looking fab today.
Thank you. So are you. And I am from the DMV area, honey.
Yes. Where are you from again?
I was born in Pennsylvania, but grew up in Delaware and then have family in like Oxon Hill and all around Maryland. Yeah.
Oh my
Silver
God, great.
Spring.
I'm from
Yeah.
Calvert County, Maryland, so
Yeah.
Southern Maryland. Oh my God, amazing. Well, congratulations on this series. I loved you in this series, especially when you come out in the wedding dress. That was one of my favorite moments. Just take me back to set that day and how long it took you to film that whole sequence. Trying the dresses on.
Oh, the trying the
Yes.
dresses on. That was 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah, 2 days of wedding dresses and trying on, not to mention the several days of fittings off camera.
wow.
You know, it's a thing. Getting into a wedding dress is a major thing, as many folks know. Getting into a wedding dress for TV is like a next level. And I was here for all of it. You know, I'm thinking
We're
I
here for
might
all
not
of
get
it.
married, so like in case I don't, I'll always have these memories, you know. And
Yes.
honestly, I wasn't anticipating it because I don't eh, I, I'm not thinking of getting married. It's not like something that I envision for my future. Not that I don't think I will, but I just don't have anybody to marry. So I'll do the partner before the dress kind of a thing. And
Yes.
so I didn't expect to be bowled over as bowled over emotionally as I was
Wow.
when seeing the dress, when trying on different dresses and finding the right one, and then seeing everybody else's reaction. That was just a really special time. And then also, like, they treated me like a princess or a queen or a bride or all of the things
Yes.
when I came to set. Like, my first time on set, people were you would have thought I was really getting married. People were like, "Oh,
Yeah.
the bride's coming," and I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Yes, and then
Reminder
you
to
get to have
wear a
like that
wedding dress
dance
to the.
moment too. Like during the actual ceremony, you get to date. You actually do like a little choreographed dance in the dress too, which was so cute.
That was during the reception. That was fantastic. Having
Yes.
the House of Balenciaga there. It was every single time, every single experience with filming just brought it up a notch. And it was just so beautiful to be able to see everyone on set, all the
Yeah.
other actors, all the other performers, all the other writers, creatives, obviously Michelle, everyone on set just hold this moment for my character, for me, for us, for the
Mhm.
entire production as a special moment, you know.
Yeah, no,
It
I
was
love it.
great.
I love the moment that you say like this is not something that us like, Black trans women get to do a lot. Like your character, you say that and I thought that was just such a beautiful moment. I
Yeah.
have to say I'm a huge fan of The Traitors. It's one of my favorite reality TV shows of all time. I was devastated when you were off in season 2. Now that you've kind of had some time to reflect, it's been, over a year. Is there anything that you would do differently going back if you were to play the game again for like an all-star season or something?
I probably would not have had the conversations. Well, I really only had one conversation. But I probably would not have had the conversation that I had, which
Right.
was just saying, I'm excited to wear clothing.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
Bad trans girl.
No.
I probably would have gone into a different room.
Yes.
If I had it to do all over again. But
Yeah.
my goal when doing the show, which is like much like everything I do, including this series,
Yeah.
is to just try to give a human and just like a real look at what it means to be a trans woman or what a trans person can be, and
Yeah.
that we have hopes and dreams and that we have relationships and that we fuck up things sometimes and we're great at some things and terrible at others. And I wanted the rest of the world to see me doing that on one of my favorite reality shows.
Yeah,
So thank you.
absolutely. I want to see you come back for like an all-star season or something, Peppermint.
I
You
would
have
do
to.
it. I would do it.
Heck yes. Okay. Well, they are giving me the rep. I would chat with
Awesome.
you all day, but you make so many people feel good about themselves. And I hope that you know that you're out there shining bright and just sending nothing but love your way. And I'm so excited for audiences to see Survival of the Thickest for you in season 2.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Peppermint. You look fab.
Thank you, gorgeous.